Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to demystify a powerful little tool that gives you a real-time snapshot of the entire stock market's momentum. It's called the NYSE Tick Index.
You ever have that feeling? You're in a trade, your research is solid, everything looks perfect, but the market just grinds against you for no apparent reason? It's like you're trying to paddle a canoe against a powerful, invisible current.
But what if you could actually see that current? What if there was a way to measure all that buying and selling pressure across the entire market and boil it down to a single, easy-to-read number? Well, guess what? There is.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about that unseen market current. Then, we'll get into how to decode the tick index itself. From there, we'll cover two powerful strategies, spotting reversals and finding divergence. We'll wrap up with some absolutely essential rules and then put it all together.
Okay, first up, let's really dig into this idea of the market's current and why it matters so much.
Seriously, think about it this way. The stock market is a giant river, and your individual stock, well, that's your canoe. You could have the best, fastest canoe in the world, but if that river is flowing south with a powerful current and you're trying to paddle north, you're going to have a bad time. You're fighting the entire market. The tick index helps us see which way that river is flowing.
So how do we do it? How do we read this invisible force? Let's decode the tool itself.
The NYSE Tick Index, or ticker symbol $tick, sounds kind of technical, but it's actually incredibly simple. At any given moment, it just takes all the stocks on the NYSE that are moving up, that's an uptick, and subtracts all the stocks that are moving down, a downtick. That's it. If the number's positive, more stocks are being bought than sold. If it's negative, sellers are in control.
Now, you'll see this number bouncing around all day, but where the real magic happens is at the extremes. Right around zero, things are pretty neutral, pretty choppy. But when you see readings spike up to positive 1,000 or dive down to negative 1,000, that's when you need to pay attention. That signals a wave of intense, synchronized buying or selling across the entire market.
And this table here breaks it down really well. You've got your bullish and bearish zones in the middle, but look at the top and bottom. Above plus 1,000, we're talking extreme overbought. Below minus 1,000, extreme oversold. These are the moments when the market's rubber band has been stretched too far in one direction, and it might be about to snap back. That's a huge clue for a trade.
So, knowing that, how could we actually turn these extreme numbers into a trading strategy? Well, the first and most direct method is using them to spot potential reversals. It's pretty straightforward. When you see the tick screaming past positive 1,000, it's a giant flashing sign that says, hey, the buyers might be getting exhausted here. The market is getting overbought. And on the flip side, when it plunges below negative 1,000, it suggests panic selling is hitting its peak and the market is deeply oversold. Both scenarios are classic setups for a potential change in direction.
And this isn't just theory. Let's look at a real example with Bank of America. Check out January 8th. The tick hits a deeply negative 1133, just pure panic selling in the market. And the stock tanks almost 5% that day. But then, just a few weeks later, on January 29th, the tick explodes to the upside, hitting plus 1214, and the stock jumps over 3.5%. You can see how these macro sentiment flashes often line up with big moves in individual stocks.
All right, let's level up. We're going to move on to a more advanced but incredibly powerful technique. We're going to talk about finding something called divergence.
So what is divergence? It's a subtle but massive clue that something is off. It's when your stock's price is telling you one story, say everything is great, but the broad market, the tick index, is telling you a completely different story. And when the stock and the market disagree, that's often a sign of what's to come.
Okay, here's the first pattern to look for. It's called bullish divergence. So imagine a stock's price is falling, making a new low. It looks awful, right? But at the exact same time, you look at the tick index and its lows are actually getting higher. That's the market whispering to you, hey, even though this one stock looks weak, the market's internal strength is actually improving.
And boy, did this play out in a big way with Twitter back in early 2016. The stock price was grinding down, making lower lows, scaring everyone. But underneath the surface, the tick index was making higher lows. That bullish divergence was a huge red flag that the stock was way oversold. And the result? An explosive 35% rally in just 8 days.
And you guessed it, this works on the downside too. Bearish divergence is the opposite. This time, the stock looks amazing, pushing to new highs. But when you check the tick index, its peaks are getting lower. That's a huge warning sign that the momentum driving that rally is fading across the broader market. The rally might be running on fumes.
A classic case was the New York Times stock in late 2015.
The stock was hitting higher highs, everything looked great. But the Tick Index was making lower highs. That's our bearish divergence. It acted like an early warning system that the trend was in trouble. And sure enough, the stock rolled over and fell 17% over the next month and a half.
Okay, this all sounds great, right? But, and this is a big but, the Tick Index is not a magic crystal ball. So before you even think about using it, we need to cover some absolutely critical rules for using it safely and effectively.
You got to remember these 3 golden rules. Rule number 1, and this is the most important, never use it alone. A signal from the tick is a clue, not a command. Always look for confirmation from price action or another indicator. Rule number 2, longer is stronger. A divergence that builds over a few weeks is way more reliable than some weird blip that happens for one afternoon. And finally, rule number 3, check the neighbors. See if other stocks in the same sector are behaving similarly. That helps confirm you're seeing a real market-wide shift.
All right, let's bring it all home and quickly recap the key things you need to take away from all this. So here's the bottom line. The Tick Index is your real-time gauge of the market's mood, its sentiment. Those extreme readings around plus or minus 1,000 can be fantastic signals for potential reversals. And divergence, that disagreement between price and the tick, can give you a powerful heads up on where things might go next. But always, always remember, it's a short-term tool and it's a piece of the puzzle, not the whole picture.
By understanding this one simple number, you're no longer paddling blind. You have a new lens to see the market's internal engine, its hidden strength or weakness. The only question left is, now that you can finally read the current, which way are you going to paddle?